Next question is from Sarah. Sarah Grossauer. Thank you for this question. If our company is already doing a customer segmentation, segment our products in their sensitivity, and is thinking about long tail pricing, how can you help us implement this system into our ERP system? Very good question. I will start and then Tim can add. Yeah, a lot of questions come up when you're asking this question, but great that you already segmented your products into price sensitivity. I think long tail pricing, that's a big challenge for a lot of companies, because most of the time you have time to focus on the 20% of the items, and the 80% of the items, the long tail, it's hard to optimize them. However, within SYMSON, we can help you with that, with defining first what is a long tail and a slow mover, and then also applying the right pricing strategy or tactic upon it to keep it, to move it from a long tail product more to a fast mover. How can you help implement this system into our ERP system? Yeah, you can see SYMSON as a system where the price process starts where the ERP ends. So it's like a price engine that does all the extra work where the price or the ERP system ends. So as already explained in this webinar, you can add more drivers and add more optimization to calculate the optimal price. But Vincent, go ahead.
What we see in ERP systems is of course that you can set up different dimensions, and that an ERP system helps you to a certain extent to manage and maintain those prices. But and I think that is probably an experience that you have as well, is that once you start to develop like machine learning models or other models, then that is already something that you normally, at least that is our experience with the larger ERP systems, that you need to do these types of execution outside of your ERP system, and then bring those numbers back into your ERP system if you want to make that the source where everything goes in and out, right? So as a central point of distribution of the data. And I think if you look at the long tail, and if you're already using sensitivity pricing to also to optimize and maybe reposition your long tail, I think that sensitivity model is always something you can work on. So understanding multiple drivers or other drivers that can also enhance or make that model more comprehensive to work with the long tail. And I think here you see often the combination that if you look at sensitivity pricing, you can look factual to the data, right? To which data sources do I have access, and is that only internal data? Or are we able to also digest external sources? This is where the complexity comes in, right? And then we have, of course, machine analysis, and we have like the gut feeling in the organization. And by taking into account the human perspective and the machine perspective, and then design the weights that should be assigned in that specific sensitivity model, there is where we can make the difference. So it's also, I think, the methodology and the deployment of that sensitivity model, to which extent we really can have an influence on the long tail and price that accordingly to the market circumstances. I really like this question. It really hits the essence of where a sensitivity model can make a difference, and how important the methodology is to come to a proper solution that actually works, right? And of course, that is achieved by validation and A/B testing to run that within your organization.
Thanks for the question.